Hey everyone, I heard about this thing called Sketchtember and thought I could join in. So, I took one of my old sketchbooks that I started years ago but never finished, and then it just disappeared for a couple years. You see, there are random sketches, and now we just start. I use the side of the pencil just to avoid clear lines, so I do not commit to one specific line. My brain likes to draw characters, and I love characters, so that is the first thing that I started sketching. I thought to do one character, but in the end I will end up doing two. The first one would be a big warrior type, and the second one will be a child or a smaller halfling or something else in the background, hiding behind the first one. So when the first pose is sketched in, I go for the finer details. I do not work them to a finish, but just hint at them so that I can recognize them later if I am convinced that what I see is what will be in the end. So right now I think of the world that these characters could be live in. Is this the future? Is this the savage lands? Is this fantasy? And I went with a more realistic fantasy world. You can see it in the more realistic proportions of the human anatomy. And now I go for some of the more finer details and the important ones. As you see, I use a pencil. I received this pencil for no cost at a convention. I don't even know how hard or soft the pencil is, and it doesn't matter. It is just a tool, and tools are meant to be used. Now, where every detail is more or less blocked in, I go in and do for the even finer details. I made this guy an orc, more or less slender type of orc, not overly muscular, but you can see that he is confident, he is relaxed in his pose. And now I added some details like the armor that he's wearing. It is not a heavy armor, but something that you can find on a scout or a ranger, someone that travels a lot, so that it does not weight him down. Now I block in the not so important details to the finish. I will not work on them much more and move into the characteristics of the character. For example, his hair. His hair is braided into the back of his head, so that it is not in the way of his side. And now I go for the final details. I use a technical pencil for this one, not because it is cool or awesome, but just because you do not have to resharpen the pencil lead. That's it. That's the only reason why to use a technical pencil, for me at least. Now, as you see, every detail I sketched in beforehand, I can re-emphasize at this point, and also re-emphasize the important parts of the image. For example, the overlapping of the first and second character. The overlapping happens on the side of his body and on his arm. That's why I do the lines thicker there. What you just saw is a stick it note, and I just use it so I don't smudge the pencils underneath my hand. It's a little trick that you just use, and yeah. Now, at this point, the important details are blocked in, and I do the shading so that you see the different parts of the characters. At this point, the space on my SD card will run out and I will have to stop, and this is the result. See you tomorrow or the next day in the next video, and bye bye.